if he didn't pay him back and dude ended up murking him, then that means he died for $500.
Right.
Which means that's not really a good career.
All right. Finally checking out Dave with the LA Leakers. Let's get into it.
Sour milk.
This is
Dave,
in LA.
man.
Oh.
UK is in here.
South London, to be exact.
We about to turn it up, man. Dave came through. He's got to stop by the LA Leakers show.
Yep.
Thank you.
We got to get busy.
The Los Angeles Lakers.
Okay.
So this one's just gotta come with a vibe first, you know? I
Okay.
just want guys to just bounce me to this one.
Power 106.
True story, everything I'm saying.
#1 for hip hop.
Real bars, man. Let's get to it. Dave, the LA Leakers.
Yeah.
Shout to the OVO family.
Shout out
Let's get to it.
with my Spanish girl, Valeria, super freaky, but she acting diva. And all she wants to do is tease a boy. That's why she give me neck kisses when I'm playing FIFA. My Latina, Angelina, Colombiana, come from Medellin. And all she cares about is weed and sex. Half the time we ain't even speaking, but if I ain't feeling it, then I'm swerving. My new girl got my old girl hurting. The last ex that I had was a lighty, but the next ex that I get is a German. That's an X5 or a 6 though. I'm getting cocaine white like a gringo. I got a link at Stony for clothes, so this hoodie that I own costs ocho cinco. With my Spanish girl playing FIFA, Mass Tequila, si señorita. WhatsApp only, I'm overseas, I'm in Beverly Hills, I might phone Janita. My Spanish girls playing FIFA, Mass Tequila, si señorita. WhatsApp only, I'm overseas, I'm in Beverly Hills, I might phone Janita.
Okay.
The whole vibe.
Right? We said something to vibe to, but it's all true. Dave loves him some women. He has, his
Repertoire.
love for women in a lot of his songs. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he does.
He only mess with 10s, 9s, 8s. Or however he said it.
Right.
I don't remember what song that was, but
Professor X.
I thought so.
Professor X. The back is missing.
I'm overseas, I'm in Beverly Hills, I might phone Janita. I came here to change the game, but as time went by, the game made me change, and I can't explain. But everybody has a part to play, and I was meant to have the flipping heart to say to anyone and everyone that there's a different path to take, that you can make a living, that you can go legit to show them you can make a killing. You don't have to make it killing. So now when people say I'm different, I just beg to differ. Every song I sing, it's like I'm getting bigger. And every time I'm rapping with a message, they don't ever listen. It's like, I was meant to do this for the love of this. Like, I was meant to stop that.
Hold up. Every time I'm rapping with a message, they don't ever listen. Every song that has a good message of Dave's and other people too has like 1 million, maybe 9 million views.
That's so true.
But if you just make a song to vibe to,
Yeah.
the message could just be like, chill, we're partying, or it could be super ratchet, whatever. Then you're definitely in like,
That's true.
you know what I mean? Like 8,
Right.
9-figure view territory.
That's terrible because those are some great messages. Like he made
Right?
some great artwork, but people love the like
Right.
thoughtless.
If you have a
entertainment.
song with a message, that's definitely niche. And then it's almost like, what's the point of making the song? Because the people who are listening to are people who kind of already know about that kind of message or
Yeah.
are already living a more like conscious lifestyle or whatever. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Yeah.
you're trying to like change and like impact the world.
Yeah.
But the people you want to hear your song with a message won't listen to it. It's like, dang, might as well make a radio hit and make some bank.
But that's
so
the
I can help my people out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I
it's
mean,
crazy.
that's the paradox of the artist, though. I feel like entertainment makes money, but art makes makes the artist feel like fulfilled.
Right. So it's like, now what do you do? But I guess, he does both. He does the super arty, like just want to feel fulfilled,
Like,
impact
picture
the
me.
world. And then you gotta have some music that just, lifts the bank account up high.
Right.
To differ. Every song I sing, it's like I'm getting bigger. And every time I'm rapping with a message, they don't ever listen. It's like, I was meant to do this for the love of this. Like, I was meant to stop that kid from trying to kill that other kid. I was meant to bring all of my brothers in until I realized that this attention doesn't cover things like I can buy most of the clothes and free, but there ain't no flipping way that I could buy my brother's freedom. So hocus pocus, you don't focus and you're close to death. Our worlds are two different things that I could do different. It's like
That is crazy. Ain't no way he could buy his brother's freedom. I guess in the UK, so in the US, he probably could.
You think so? Like,
Sure.
pay a lawyer enough and they'll get you off?
Shoo. You don't think so?
It depends. I mean, he's in there for murder.
Don't matter. If he would have had money like he has now, and he lived here, and his brother did that, unless the news gets a hold of and runs the story like crazy first, it would probably just get swept under the rug. I mean, how often do super rich people go to prison? It's rarely ever.
But their relatives, we don't know.
If they went to prison, it'd be on the news. The
True.
relative of a super famous person, it's like, you know, they do all kind of dirty stuff.
True.
All kind of dirty stuff.
Clothes and freak, but there ain't no flipping way that I could buy my brother's freedom. So hocus pocus, you don't focus and you're close to death. Our worlds are two different things that I could do different. It's like it's so intense. There's intent where there's no intent. These words are here to build strong children. They're trying to fix broken men and they hate me. So when these sirens come, I hold my waist, they hope to take me. Resolve beyond a cold, no selling souls, you couldn't break me. This hate talk for Jakes from a baby. These blue lights are crazy and lifestyle's hectic. I'm fit for flashing lights, I'm epileptic. Before I catch attention, fam, I'm dashing to this entrance. They can never understand why we were peddling them grams of putting 20s in my hand. And if they ain't getting taxed, no, they're getting it gone. My hood's still anti-heroes like General Zod. You see a stabbing, turn your head and move on. Don't even reach for your phone, cause if you're breaching this code, you walk these streets on your own. And every couple years we lose about 100 peers. No one came to play Tekken, kid, my waist is where my weapon is. Rise like Chesterton, but nothing ain't fun or fair. Most men are running scared, bigger fish they're punching air. White collar punish rare, blue lights more pressure. How many men?
See, like I said right there, white collar punish rare.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, if you got enough money, you don't get punished. But then I mean, also you have white collar crimes. A white collar does white collar crimes, so it's
Right,
different.
those don't get
but it's
punished
like
as much either.
those you may get a fine or things like that, or even like the Grenfell Tower situation. You know what I mean? Like
That
no one,
should not be white collar crime.
right? But like,
Because that's murder.
who got punished?
They're true. That's
Because it
true.
wasn't like the building just burned down randomly. Like, yeah, it's somewhat random, but they also contributed to it burning down by being negligent. So it's like, well, who gets punished for that?
Right.
You know what I mean? That caused more deaths than probably all his friends combined, all his close friends combined, or whatever. But yeah, they're spitting on this one as usual.
As usual. You know, and just before we played this, I was saying that, like, Dave isn't my favorite freestylist. Like, I like a lot of other people's freestyles more, but I love his art in the videos and stuff like that. But, I mean, even, like, his cypher when he was 16, like, it was all really good.
You
but
like more of the production.
I like the
than
production,
The
yeah.
raw.
But the
art
freestyles are
vibe.
great, but, like, compared to other artists, it's like, oh, it's not my favorite, but this is good. This is really good. He grew up some, too. I feel like, well, this is
2017.
Why does he seem older, like much older than he did in his Black Box? You know what I mean?
The man matures rapidly. I don't
He
know.
seems much older to me than he did in the Black Box.
Well, I guess Black Box, he was like, he didn't have his like celebrity vibe yet. 'Cause a lot of people said that was what put him on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that went viral or whatever, got him a lot of clout, notoriety.
Oh, okay.
And so this is, what, a year later? He's been semi-famous for a year now, whole different energy. Like I said, the game changed me. Whole different energy now.
Weapon is rise like Chesterton, but nothing ain't fun or fair. Most men are running scared, bigger fish they're punching air. White collar punish rare, blue lights more pressure. How many men are scared? So many stabbings, you would have thought that man are shanking air. It's difficult for guys to care when man are trying to put you under wood like Frank and Claire. The day you couldn't save me though, we break the law and make it known. My people lost their minds, we over weather. Aye, we said next one. Next one. Next one. I'm running out of instrumental time. I need to.
Going in,
I get a faster one.
Okay.
Yeah, faster one.
Oh, he didn't know the
See,
music.
when I get nervous.
I guess he didn't hear the music before.
No, that's usually how these work. Like the freestyles are usually pre-written, but it's a random beat.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like not many people are going off top.
Oh.
Yeah, that's usually
That's pretty cool, though.
how it is.
You can freestyle over any beat.
Yeah.
No practice.
Yeah, I get this little twitch where my hand is, and then my twitching it turns into deep breaths, and all my deep breaths they turn into panting. You see, it's one thing when you have no money, but when I owe money, it's a madness. See, I was 17 when I got bumped by a girl, and the same day I was at her yard and a mad thing. Long shank in my hand if her dad was on antics, I'm taking him the fuck out. And from now on, Walter White, middlemen are getting cut out. And all these little girls are getting cut out. On Twitter, telling me that men are trash. On the same day that you were getting dug out, my patience run out. You need to get the fuck out. We ain't playing run outs, my YG.
What?
What?
So he's saying he was at a girl's house with a shank? What? Okay, I wonder what she did to this man.
She was getting dug out.
Is that it?
It sounded like it. It sounded like she was not being the most, like, straightforward about who she was dating.
I think she did more than just that. He's ready to throw his whole life away. And Dave's been seemingly pretty mature. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe that's all she did. But that's just like typical. I wouldn't think that would be enough to make a man be ready to like shank a girl's dad or possibly her. I don't know exactly what he's saying, but at the very least the dad. Like the dad comes out like he's getting a shank. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I just would hope she did more than just cheat, because that seems to be like an over response to cheating.
Right? We should rewind it a little bit because I'm kind of confused.
Into panting. You see, it's one thing when you have no money, but when I owe money, it's a madness. See, I was 17 when I got bumped by a girl, and the same day I was at her yard and a mad thing.
Oh.
Long shank in my hand if her
She stole his stuff.
Okay.
Like, he must have been selling, and
That's what I was thinking. It had to be more than just cheating. It had to be like he really got burnt.
He got bumped. She must have stole his product, and he went to go get it.
same day I was at her yard and a mad thing. Long shank in my hand if her dad was on antics, I'm taking him the fuck out. And from now on, Walter White, middlemen are getting cut out. And all these little girls are getting cut out. On Twitter, telling me that men are trash. On the same day that you were getting dug out, my patience run out. You need to get the fuck out. We ain't playing run outs. My YG's pressing on this hammer till it runs out. Who the hell told you that I got run out? Hands in my pockets like Wenger in a dugout. I ain't going nowhere. Nah, G, I remember when them girls used to par me and now they wanna party. Whips like a kid wearing dark green Addy, that's why I put 3 lines.
Hold up. What did he say on that one part? The hands in my pocket part?
Oh.
Hold up.
Getting cut out, and all these little girls are getting cut out. On Twitter, telling me that men are trash. On the same day that you were getting dug out, my patience run out. You need to get the fuck out. We ain't playing run outs. My YG's pressing on this hammer till it runs out. Who the hell told you that I got run out? Hands in my pockets like Wenger in a dugout. I ain't going nowhere.
Okay, he said hands in my pockets like a wanker in a dugout. Is that?
I don't know what that means.
Okay, I don't know if that's what he said or not. That's what I thought he said. Like hands in my pocket like a wanker in a dugout. He's on the girls getting dug out.
Okay.
Like a wanker in a dugout.
Oh.
Like my hands are in pockets like a wanker in a dugout.
Oh. Interesting.
I thought that's what he said. Let me know if that's what he really said or not. You know, I mishear lyrics sometimes, and then I think that's what it says, and like to me that's what it means. And
You're
I
like,
my
oh,
whole
that's
like,
cold.
oh, you know
That's
what I mean?
Me too.
You that I got run out. Hands in my pockets like Wenger in a dugout. I ain't going nowhere. Nah, G, I remember when them girls used to par me and now they wanna party. Whips like a kid wearing dark green Addy, that's why I put 3 lines on a car key. You see, when I feel nervous, yeah, my heartbeat starts racing. I feel sick to my stomach, I get butterflies. And that's when I see feds or pagans. See the girl's daddy never came out, nah. And I was getting clocked by the neighbors, looking all shady. Standing with a cutter while the local civilians had put us on surveillance. I was standing there so damn broke that I nearly had a tear in my eye. I'm thinking about this money that I owe to my main, like I ain't coming home for today. I swear to God, my heart's racing. I've got another home to survey, cause my young boy knows where they stay and I'm scared. But I can't let them know I'm afraid, so I'll run up in the next fucking home or estate. Like what? Who's bad and what's what? I'm looking for $1.5 grand, and if you haven't got it, I'm taking electronics and all these clothes you have right down to your socks. We're taking your Xbox, your TV set, your PlayStation. I'll trade into CEX, VVS, diamonds. I swear to God, anything that we can sell, we'll collect. We'll do it nice and clean. And you could be Jamaican or Polish and coming for your rice and peas. I'll hold your Zed, but I wanna see 9 bars like I had a dozen and I lost 3 sheep. I wasn't getting.
So this is a true story?
This is what he's saying.
So he ran up and robbed somebody because they needed some money? Because they owed?
I mean, if he didn't, he probably would get killed.
Is that really, I mean, over $1,500, like, why, like, I feel like you kill the person that owes you. Well, now you're not going to get it back for sure.
Yeah, but then you send a message.
To anybody else who owes you.
Yeah. Or to anyone else who you do business with.
Dang.
You know what I mean? If people know they can just get over on you, everyone's going to get over on you. But if they see what happened to the last guy who got over on you on purpose or on accident,
Yeah.
people aren't going to try you like that. You know
But,
what I mean?
okay, so I wonder what kind of money he was making for him to be holding $1,500 worth of product.
A lot.
I mean, was he making $500 on top of the $1,500? Because then it's like, dang.
Who
You know what I
knows?
mean? Then he really
I don't know how those numbers work.
gets in trouble for $500. You know what I'm saying? Then he really, like, if he...
I mean, I would imagine you have to at least make double.
Right?
At least.
Right?
It nice and clean, and you could be Jamaican or Polish and coming for your rice and peas. I'll hold your Zed, but I wanna see 9 bars like I had a dozen and I lost 3 sheep. I wasn't getting money. You would have thought I got a lift for my friend. I was beefing over petty money. I wasn't getting money. Still. I'll test the Wesson's kit though. Effervescent Vimto. Catch you in a night like crypto. Big chrome. Turn your Wednesday apocalypto. Freeze your guys up like Calypso. Windows ain't really a problem cause we tint those. Muscle in the back, this guy's looking like the Big Show. Hustling for stacks and fucking hustling for rap. Hey.
That boy here, man.
That's me.
Okay.
South London in the building, man, with your LA leakers.
That boy Dave.
My guys.
Brother,
Thank
man.
you for having me. Thank you.
Appreciate you coming by, man.
Appreciate it.
Liftoff Show. Power 106, #1 for hip hop.
Yeah,
LA Leakers.
know that.
All love to you guys.
Love. Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was crazy.
That was cool because he was telling a story.
Right, that was a whole different side of Dave.
Right.
Because he's talked about, hiding crow in a Rubicon drink.
Right.
Like, all these kind of things. But he's never, we haven't heard any of, like, the in-depth stories of
Right.
that life
Right.
that he was living.
He was living that top boy life.
Right.
Crazy.
But like he said, he was only making pennies, so maybe you're right. Maybe he made like 500 profit on 1,500.
That's what I'm thinking because I'm like, okay, if he was making double, he would be able to pay the dude back because
He would have some money.
he would have something. You know what I mean? Even if you have something and not the whole amount, I feel like they'll let it. You know what I mean? Like they'll give you some time. But I'm like, he must have been making like $500, which means if he didn't pay him back and dude ended up murking him, then that means he died for $500.
Right.
Which means that's not really a good career.
It's not a good career. I feel like if you're trying to really make a living, you gotta be like Kingpin. You can't be like on the corner.
Gotta be. But I feel like, how do most people end up on the corner?
They need money. Like, he needed to put food on the table.
Right now.
Right.
And so it's like, yeah, I guess it takes some time to like work your way up. And then it's like, they'd be like, on Top Boy at least, they'd be fighting over blocks and stuff. So it's like, not so easy to just work your way up. Like, somebody has to lose their spot. So, interesting. Wow, a whole other side of Dave. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video with us. Comment below any other stuff we should check out. Like the video, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and until next time, that's a wrap.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. You to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know. But I don't know.